A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. We stay the State of Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the return, it's Harrington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pulls it on the option. Runs through a tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Making his first move. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it in his belly. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Sellers. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Straight ahead, it's Fuller. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Right back to the well. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying the run, it's Clark. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tells the run, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson will throw. Left side, it's Marshall. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Platt. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for a big gain. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. There's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Running the red zone, it's Russell. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Fuller. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They boot it away. Secures it at the 30. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
2nd and long here. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Tough to make a living as an offense converting on 3rd and 10, but they'll try it here. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Lucky to get it off.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Bennett. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Running inside. It's Fuller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback keep. Got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Got a man. It's Harbor. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes off. Might have a chance. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Sellers. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Powers forward. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board there.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Handoff again. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, he'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Gives it. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Keeps it. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 14, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Was to pass. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Sees some running room. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hits inside, it's Russell. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He got it. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Tuggle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Sets his feet, it's Sellers. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Sellers to throw. Complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sellers to the air again, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Number 14, set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Right side, it's Russell. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Jackson will throw. Caught, it's Russell. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Smart throw there. Just go ahead and get what you can. Keep the ball moving forward.
Well, and I think a lot of times you see QBs in this situation, they want to scramble, they want to take off, they want to try to make something happen. I love it when you just make the easy play. The easy throw to the running back, pick up several yards, make the next down more manageable.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Sellers. The sure hands, it's Hunt. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Cuts it upfield. It's Fuller. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Makes the tackle.
He's brought down at the 38. It's 3rd down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down immediately.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Sellers. The screen, and watch out. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 14, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the gun, it's Russell. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
On the ground, it's Russell. Defense all over him.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and 6 yards to go. He's looking to pass. Rush is on. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Left side is Platt. Makes the catch, and he's free. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Rid of it on the RPO. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it. Not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Swamped immediately.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, They're down. They've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Jackson will throw. Still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 30, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. He's got it, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Out wide right, it's Sellers. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Out wide left, it's Sellers. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
On the RPO, got it. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
He's got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Long way to go on second down. He'll run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Left side, it's Bennett. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. This quarterback part of their running game. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. The run inside. It's Smith. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got him right there.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and they let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Jackson gonna throw it. Couldn't set his feet.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it to the back. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw again. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. That is no good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. He's got enough. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sellers on the play action. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fuller. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll go to the counter. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time. Makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Fires on the move. Left side is Marshall. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the move. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Platt. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. 2nd down to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Pulled to the ground.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. Is 3rd and long from the 28. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he gets rid of it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
So 6 yards on the play. Coming up, 4th down.